Well,
if you're watching, let us know if you're hearing us talk. The camera said otherwise.
because we've been
testing this out. We had it locked and loaded, we swear.
And we've been talking for the last 30 seconds, but you couldn't hear us. So embarrassing. Anyways, long story short, it's been raining all morning. It is just now letting up, thank goodness, as we're about to start challenges for the day. But I can't imagine that any of our friends had a very restful night last night, especially... Oh, can't hear you.
Morgan.
Yay, thanks, Morgan. Especially considering that most of our friends did not have a lot of supplies at their camp. Like only, I think maybe 3/4 of them had tarps. But there were 2 groups, 6 contestants that had basically nothing.
Just a bucket.
Just a bucket with some wood chips.
We'll let you decide what that was used for.
So they are struggling this morning. They're all currently walking into the challenge field now. We're about to get started with our opening ceremony for the day. So we'll flip around and get you guys in there. Hopefully our stuff works out today. If at any point you're like, hey Sam, can't hear you. Hey, the feed, or Isaiah know on whatever feed you are. Actually, my phone's on Do Not Disturb. Don't text me.
You can text me.
Text Taylor. Yeah, she'll know.
Yeah.
And we'll see what's going on. But let's get into the day. I'm gonna flip around and let's get this camera action here. They are all blindfolded. There's Smitty. Hey, Smitty. There's Grace and Travis. All our friends. And now all our other friends who are all here, blindfolded in a field. Sorry to the viewers at home. I tripped on something and I almost died. Taylor is my bodyguard, I will say that.
She's rigged up like the Terminatrix.
I like that. That might be a new nickname, the Terminatrix. Whoop, here are all our friends.
They look rested, right?
Yeah, you can't see the bags under their eyes because of the blindfold, but I'm sure they are. There's John, happy as ever. Happy as a clam, I'd say.
All right, you can all take off your blindfolds.
So I believe the intention of having them blindfolded as they came back in was so that they didn't know the groups they were divided up into.
Yay, Paul,
When they
Haley, Elisa, you are the initial members of our 5 tribes. You are not the captains, you're just the initial members. The yellow tribe is Kawa. Purple tribe is Coco. Orange tribe, Wapoon. Kind of the same color. Coral, orange is Wiyaya, and the bluish aqua is Lonad.
Got all of our tribes, starting tribes.
We
So
are
these 5
about
members
to
over here are the
form our
initial
tribe.
members of the
You
starting
will
tribe.
play
And
the
they're
first
going to be
role
picking
in that.
the members of their tribe. So just the first member. They are not the captains of the tribe. Let's see who they pick. What tribe do you want your loved one to be on? They're going to be first draft pick, the last draft pick? What do you think?
The 5 of you over here can come and grab one of these bags without looking in.
So now, my guess, I believe, is that they are picking the order of which tribe is going to get first draft pick, if you will.
You can open that up. Inside are 4 bandanas. You can put your bags down on the ground. You won't need those anymore. So here's how this is going to work. Ali, you're going to have the first pick. You can pick anyone you like from out there, as long as they have one of these colors on their right arm.
So you can only pick the color.
Yeah, you'll make the
bandana
second pick. Same
that
thing.
they have on their
Paul the
arms. You
third.
can see all our
Kaylee the
contestants
fourth.
over here
Elisa, you're going to pick fifth and sixth.
have a little bandana
And then we're
on
going
their
to
arm.
make our way back.
And our friends all have bandanas in their hands. So they can only pick
Take
the
your
person
bandana
that has
off.
a bandana with that color on their arms. They're limited in their options. So looks like Elisa can pick a yellow, a green, a black, and a dark red, maybe like a
Once
maroon.
you're selected and join a tribe,
She will not
you are
be able
part
to
of
pick
the tribe
Declan.
selection process. You can add your input to the people already there informing the tribe. So these are not the captains, they're only the initial pickers.
They will only be the initial pickers. The people they
Make sure you have
pick
your stuff
will
when
then
you're
pick the
selected
next
because you're
person.
joining your tribe. You guys all good? Ollie, you
They're all
have the
good?
first
Alright,
choice.
so Ollie goes first. Ollie probably doesn't know anyone's names though, so it's gonna be a toughie. Okay, Ollie picks Luke M. Luke M.
Can I have a production member watch the buffs being put aside, please?
Going to make sure buff selection is correct. Alright, next up is Jay. Jay chooses Declan. No, you're fine.
And you're John Gray.
Paul.
Yay!
Thank you, Morgan, coming in clutch with the audio.
Appreciate you. Happy birthday to Joy, by the way. She's a cute little 1-year-old.
Kaylee.
Yep, okay, so Griffin and Paul. We have Kaylee picking Ryan.
Lisa.
Elisa picking Nick. I'm
Now
noticing
Lisa
a
and
trend
Nick, you guys can decide
of
together.
potentially
Put the green
tall
ones down.
or physically strong people being picked first, which I'm interested in. I don't think they have to pick in order of the bandanas that they have. They just have to pick the color. Right, Kaylee? Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Or is it not?
Is burgundy and red different?
We're picking up your whispers, too.
So you know,
This is great. I'm so glad
Are
this
burgundy
is
and red
with
different,
you
or-
guys today. We made a lot of
yeah.
tech
Oh, they are.
They are? Okay.
things. It's like, yeah, the ring is not like that. They're really choosing. They're thinking, we don't know any of these people, but let me take my dang time picking people I don't know. I guess it is really important. Yeah, you're right. I don't know. That's true. I mean, yeah. Okay. And they picked Aaron. So we can see this is the challenge out here set up. So whatever that means to them is probably what they're trying to pick for. Awesome. Yeah. They also don't know, they didn't know how each other were split up, why they were split up that way, unless they figured it out. But even if they did figure it out, they have no confirmation. Let's see, so that was Ned, question mark. Ned just got picked by Paul. Yeah. Val is going to the purple tribe. And Luke is choosing... I think that's... Wait. I think that's Val. I think Val is... I think we did, yeah. No. Oh gosh, it's so hard to see. No, it was KP. Sorry, just kidding. KP went to the purple tribe. And then Val went to the yellow tribe at the end. Sorry, they're very far away, and we're doing our best. It's very true. It looks like they're the coral tribe in the village as well. Whereas Orange is literally just standing there, staring at everyone. Okay, maybe they're doing. Purple's still pretty too. I'm glad to see this team already too. Alright, so they chose. I need that person to turn around because I cannot see their face. I think that's Cat. You're right, yeah. Alright, so yellow chooses Cat. Purple is up. We'll see who they choose. Sorry, the camera's a little crooked. It's because of my body. I could probably pop off your Oh, alright. Purple chooses Owen. Purple chooses Owen.
Okay.
I have an umbrella over my head and they're taking it off. I literally look like the Terminator.
Terrifying.
I am a robot. Alright. Paul chooses, I believe that was Luke R. Sorry if you hear a lot of noise. Shout out to Will for jump off my back. Alright, yeah, so Coral. Yeah, they won. With Roberta's. So Luke R was chosen by Coral.
And your final member.
Orange chose Nicole. Yeah. Blue got. Oh god. No, Haley's orange. Oh gosh. Orange, yeah, orange is Casey. And then it looks like.
Alright, I'll give you a few minutes to get
No, that's Leah on Mormon. You're wrong again. We're doing our best. Okay. Oh no, it was KP. Alright, here we go. Let's go name it. Blue, we have Nick, Leah, Aaron, Elisa, and Dan. That's blue. Alright, hey guys. On orange, we have Ryan, Kelsey, Kaylee, Kyle, and Nicole. Okay. On coral, the most beautiful color in Survival Challenge history, we have Paul, Ned, Griffin, Amelia, and Dan. No. What? Help. SOS. Luke R. I'm sorry. I'm doing my best. Thank you. Travis is behind me with a freaking cheat sheet. Okay. On purple, we have Jay, Declan, KP, Owen, and Lee. Somewhere behind this camera. And then on yellow, we have Luke May, Ali, Kat, Val, and Chris. If you want to learn their tribe names, you're going to have to go somewhere else. That's not my specialty. I'm just a color girl. Is there a cast list somewhere? That's a great question. Maybe someday there will be. Actually, it is. There's a cast video on Facebook. You can see the link. It's on YouTube. Yeah. I imagine at some point we will also make a cast list reveal, probably with the tribes. Maybe that might be a nice graphic to post on Instagram soon. I will hopefully get that to you. Yeah, hi Mary, I'm so sorry. I'm going to pin your comment for a second because it is really hard. I would definitely recommend turning on your notifications for Facebook because that is the only way you will be able to find out if we go live. I don't think it makes an automatic post. So please turn on your notifications for our page. That way it tells you and you get a notification when we go live. Unfortunately, yes, Instagram, we are not running on Instagram today. It's been a really big hassle to get it up, so please stay on Facebook. Facebook is definitely where we're gonna be streaming live for right now. I don't know, Mary, I'm so sorry, I don't know. Tech is not, believe it or not, tech is not my strong suit. So I would say definitely in the morning, we're gonna be starting around 9 pretty much every day. That's usually our start time. And yeah, we don't have any times, we can't reveal times ahead of time. So yeah, let me flip around to me so you're getting, hi, look at my little rig, here I am. And here's Taylor. So we can't reveal any start times of the day more than like the night before, just because again, we do have a live studio audience, or studio, LOL, live field audience, and anything about the game ahead of exactly when they need to know it, just to make sure that our players and the integrity of the game stays in place. So that being, we will never reveal until like the day. Have some like posts on Facebook and Instagram going of the time we'll be starting the next day, just for you guys. But just I wouldn't expect it necessarily.
Hello?
Oh,
whoa. We are about to get copyrighted here?
I love how my phone went to Instagram and just decided to post a video out of nowhere.
Oh, incredible.
Unlocked my phone and all. That's great.
Alrighty. Let's go back. So you guys can see we have our cow shade over here. I'm gonna scoot away from Isaiah so we don't pick up his feed too, because I know this camera's pretty powerful. Let me get a little zoom action in. Yeah. So this guy over here, this cow shade, is where all of our audience members get to sit and hang out when they're visiting us. And then here are all our lovely contestants getting to put on their new tribe shirts. Oh, thank you. God bless. Jacob Hickson. I'm gonna pin that. Oh, I can't pin that to see all of it, but basically he put in a lovely comment with all the information that we need. So again, we have the yellow tribe, which is Tawa.
All the themes are very like elemental.
It is very elemental. A lot of suns, a lot of versions of suns.
Sunset, sunrise,
Sun in the sky.
some stars.
Yeah. So also the sun.
And then
Yeah, that lavender is beautiful. The colors, the pastels this season. Who did that? Ryan. Ryan did that in the yellow socks. There he is. I just love that coral. It's so pretty. And that is the wapoon. Whoppin. Whoppin.
we're whopping.
We're whopping. Unsure. I'm gonna say John says it however he wants, and we just all repeat what John says the very first time. John, what does the coral tribe mean to you? What is that? Whoppin? Wapoon?
Wapoon.
Wapoon.
Yes.
Weeyaya?
Weeyaya?
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be a fun one.
That is a fun. That's
going to
fan
become
favorite.
the fan favorite
Oh,
for
it
the
is.
season for
It's
sure.
like Wobozo.
I want to see what they end up doing with
Oh,
it.
yeah.
They'll call themselves something.
They're gonna call themselves something silly.
The W is silent.
And then our mint friends down there are lonin.
They're alone.
Hopefully they aren't alone in this
Alone.
game.
Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna hate us by the end of the day. I'll tell you that right now. So again, these people, I will say, I'm gonna step back a little bit so we can, and Taylor's gonna make sure I don't die when I do that. Basically, hey, all of these tribes were decided because none of them spent the night together last night. They actually were only able to pick to make sure that each group was divided up so that no one gets to be with someone that they spent the night with. So they spent all that time bonding with either 2, 3, or 4 more people just to not get to see them for the entire day today. So we'll see how that goes, if they're able to make new relationships with new people, or if they're going to be secretly hoping they're going back to their group, or if they're like, thank God, get me away from those other people because I did not want to be with them. I'm really interested.
I'm interested. The bonds are starting to form, especially since they started as a whole, broke up, and now they're in official tribes. So how will the day go on? We'll see.
Yeah, we got a lot of stuff for today. Yeah, get it back on our guys here. But yeah, a lot of stuff going on today. Ooh, the Minnesota tribe. I love this. You guys know so much more than I do. You remember things. All right. The flags, I know, Rob. Okay, everyone, I'm going to pin Rob's comment here. Rob is the guy that makes our flags. Absolute legend. Thank you, Rob. Go check out Rob. Put the comments for your shop in the comments because they're beautiful. They're so beautiful. You do a great job every season. We love them. Thank you so much.
The colors are amazing, Rob.
Beautiful. You did an amazing job. Thank you. As always. I know the colors are just like...
The mint is a pretty olive color.
No, the mint is a really pretty color. It is. It is a really beautiful color.
Everyone is actually offering to each other. So far, this always
Yeah. I'm gonna come back down here. Oops, wrong one. Sorry. Yes, Bodie. But also, do we know how they got divided in tracks? So again, if you missed last night and you weren't with us, last night they were divided up. They did 4 different challenges last night, and over the course of those 4 challenges, they were weeded out because it's ridiculous. And so the final 5 were the ones who were the initial members of each tribe, and then they got to slowly pick from the other groups. So we divided them up so they are not with anyone they spent the night with last night, but they don't know that. They just know they got a random set of bandanas, and those are the only people they were allowed to choose. They don't know who was at camp together last night. They don't know what. They don't know who had what. No. So it's honestly a mystery to them. I'm assuming that's what they're trying to figure out right now. But yeah, they don't know. So they're all making these new relationships right now as we wait for our challenge to start. I think John's just being kind and giving them a little bit of time because we really could have started in a minute. So we're going to scoot over because I do think we're about to
Oh, listen up. Before we get started, I want to introduce you to a couple of people that I want you to make sure you know. The first one is Desiree. She was the angel who brought you the bug spray last night. Desiree is the head of our cast care team, so you'll be seeing her regularly, checking in with you guys to make sure everything's going well. She's going to introduce you to another important person that we want to make sure you know.
Okay, so we have Max the medic for you, and he is our
They're introducing a couple people right now.
We have Ellie, who is a first responder. If you have any medical issues, please seek us out. Okay, we're here to make sure you stay healthy so that you can stay in the game as long as possible.
And just make our person the first call. Like, we don't want you going directly to them asking for a Band-Aid. So talk to your tribe handler, talk to a member of production or Des, and they'll get them involved as necessary, okay? Cool.
Woohoo. Thank you for shouting out.
Ready to
your
get to your first
person.
challenge?
Alright, if you can't hear John explain the challenge, just let me know. I'm probably going to paraphrase it anyways, because I can usually explain a little quicker than John. So you let me know what you can hear and what you can't hear. Yes, we definitely take very good care of our people here at Survival Challenge. Have a medic, have a contestant care team.
So this
physical
challenge
and
is
mental
called
safety.
Walk the Plank. All 5 of you are going to take a position on the planks. With both feet, one on each plank, and you're going to pick up the set of ropes in front of you and you're going to hold it. It's up to you to decide what order you put yourself in. On my go, you're going to enter the course and work your way down to the end. In each section, there are blocks. Don't pay any attention to the colors. The colors mean nothing for this challenge. All you're going to need to do is collect your blocks as you're working your way down. You cannot leave a zone without your blocks. So by the time you cross over this rope, you'll need to collect all 3 of the blocks. The sandbags are up to you. You're going to need them at the end to knock over your blocks when you bring them back. But when you collect them, it's entirely up to you. So you're going to work your way through the course. When you get to the end rope, you have to get all of you and your planks across that board. Turn around while you're still on the board and come back. When you get back, you're going to have all 10 of your blocks. You're going to stack them on the table. There's a rectangular tape shown here. You're going to put 4 blocks on the bottom, 3, 2, 1. You're going to make a pyramid. While you're still on the planks, you're going to back yourself up to this line. Everybody behind this line. You're going to use the sandbags to throw, knock the blocks completely off of the table. If you do not knock them off on the first try, we're going to retrieve all of the bags that you threw and put them back at the line there. So you're never going to have to go beyond the edge in this direction. If at any point in time you fall off the plank or drop anything that you're carrying, we're going to take you back to the last successfully completed location. Your spotters will be right next to you telling you where that is and what that looks like. So don't ask too many questions about that right now. It may look a little confusing, but we'll help you through it as you're working on it. Come down. When you're resetting, if you fall off and you want to change your order, that's fine. But you can only do that when you're at your station resetting. You can't do that in the middle of the challenge. When you come back, you can figure out who's throwing the bags. It's entirely up to you. That's part of the strategy. Any questions?
When we throw the bags, you have to stay on this.
Okay, I'll give you my general speech. When you're asking a question, ask your tribe first, because they probably already know the answer. And if not, ask me, and then I'll answer it for everybody.
It is his least favorite.
Can you switch out bag throwers if it's not working out?
Ask your tribe first, and then ask me.
Ask your tribe
Right,
first.
you said whoever.
He also, even if he doesn't say something, he sings along. So, anyways.
We love John.
Jeff goes, yes.
Get a feel for that.
Alrighty,
Decide
so
what order
quickly
you
while
put
they are
yourself
deliberating,
in.
I'm going to tell you a little bit about the challenge in case you couldn't quite hear John or it didn't make sense to you. So what they're going to do is they have these basically like team skis down here. They're going to pick their order of their 5 players on the team skis, and they're going to team ski all the way through this little gridded obstacle course here. Over the course of the team ski, they're going to have to pick up 3 cubes, it looks like. 2 cubes, I guess 1 cube, another cube, a series of cubes along the team ski. They have to do that, and they have to carry them on the way there. Then, once they get to the end, they're able to turn the team ski around and come all the way back. Probably picking up, my guess, is the sandbags on their way back, if I had to say. Because it's really hard. I can't imagine it's going to be easy to hold a bunch of stuff on this.
I don't think so. So we're going to see the strategy the tribes are going to be coming up with how they're going to be staying on those planks while picking up those items, because if they drop them, they have to go back to that section.
So there are the gridded sections here, so if they drop anything, if anyone falls off the plank, they have to go back to the start of that section, which is going to be, honestly, the biggest thing is going to be hard to move the team skis back. You're going to have to yank them, throw them, like the ropes are going to get tangled really easily, so I'm interested to see what strategy people use. Especially because these things require so much communication to use well. Like, if you are not communicating and one person's trying to pick up their foot at a different time, their entire body weight is going to be holding that ski down for everybody else. So it's very hard to use these if you don't communicate well. So hopefully they're coming with a plan with that right now. Yeah.
And who knows, maybe the rain this morning is going to help them out because it's a little wet.
A little slip?
I'm seeing already a little bit.
Okay, left, right.
So how do you feel about this? They might try to.
That makes a lot of sense. I would never have thought of that. People are so smart.
Just one more clarification. You must stay. Hey, Purple, listen. When you're in your lane, you cannot touch the
So they
line
have to stay within their gridded lane as well. And sorry, I didn't ever finish the challenge description. When they get back from coming through the gridded thing, they have to put their blocks, stack them all on their table, and then they have to come back behind this line and throw the sandbags they picked up and knock over the tower.
Go!
So,
Left, forward, right.
Right.
see, you can see they're trying so hard and they're just not. No one is out of the gate yet. Coral is the only one.
Left, up, right, down, right, up, down, up,
Yes. Who, Griffin, I'm sorry, but who brings jeans to survival time? That is unhinged. It is wet. Do they have to stay that wide? No, they actually don't. Nicole won't be able to reach. That is so true. Nicole is very short. They don't have to stay that wide. They are just, I think it's really hard to maneuver these things if you're not communicating well. And keep in mind, these people literally just met. Like, this is the first time they are speaking to one another, is this challenge right now. So it makes a lot of sense that they're struggling.
The first box being picked up on the end by Ronan.
Oh, okay, let's go, man. Maybe we can go to the end and kind of watch them make their progress. There's Jeremiah, our photographer extraordinaire. He's so good, we love him. Oh, someone must have fallen off. Yeah, let's just go out here. I have a feeling it's going to be a minute till Noah gets out here. So I think we can stand close to their bags and not be worried. I have a feeling it's going to be a while till anyone gets out here, though, that being said. Coral, though. Look at Coral. They're actually communicating well. Looks like they're making progress. That's the biggest thing, is if you're trying to like pick up your feet immediately and go really hard, like you're not going to do that. You need to worry about communicating, listening to each other. And it sounds like they're just, I mean, they're looking at them, it looks like they are just like standing there.
And they're just taking it, yeah.
Where's my little zoomer? There she is. We're zooming. Wow, look how close that got. That's nice.
There's a very looks like people fall from the wider stance to a narrow. Like, look over here. They've got a group. Coco's moving really quick now.
That's a locomotive, baby.
They have gotten up.
Good for them.
Speed.
All right, we're gonna go straight forward because there's two rights going on left.
They're actually communicating really well, it sounds like.
Different, yeah. They are going to be the first ones to next section.
Good for them. Okay, well. It's definitely, I mean, Yellow was just, it was so funny though, because Yellow was so strategic. It looked like in the beginning, like they weren't even communicating, they were really just watching what everyone else was doing.
But now they're applying, so you can see also that some people on Yellow don't always have their foot on the block right there. Maybe that's
Small shuffle steps. Right out first. Right up.
Okay, so Purple is past. It sounds like Declan is the one leading the Purple tribe right now, through their communication. Let's see, I hear Val's communicating, she's in the front for Yellow, and she seems to be the one communicating for them, which clearly isn't working. It's curious, why would you put the person who you want to communicate in the front? They're not going to be able to, someone else going to be able to hear you, you're speaking the other way. So, go little inchworms, I like that. I'm putting that on, good comment. Adding that as a... Yeah, that is really nice once you pass that boundary. Oh no, they have to go to the beginning. Question? Oh no, Kathy's directing them. I was like, what? I was like, that's horrible. You can see all of our volunteer shirts out here. We got John, Tim, Grace out here, Jason helping out. Again, it takes an army. All right, Orange is making some progress. Is that Yaya? Yeah. You know that guy that gets hit in the head with the basketball, that meme? That like kid who goes, yeah. That's their tribe. All right, let's go to the other side so we can see a little bit of the minties. Honestly, if Taylor wasn't behind me, I would have fallen about 6 times right now.
She's like, oh, interesting. All right, we're going forward.
Purple is crushing it. They don't remember their tribe name either, though, because they just call themselves purple. So it looks like everyone is getting the hang of it, except for Mint. They're the only ones who are still at the starting line. I don't know if they just went back and we missed it, but it doesn't look like they're communicating quite as well as they would try right now. Can I zoom on the teams again real quick? Sure, I will try my best here.
1, 2, 3, left, up, down, right,
Can you want to zoom for me? It's really hard for me to reach it, honestly. There we go. Alright, there goes Coral. Not Coral, Mint. Then we got our Orange tribe making a little progress here. Oh, there's Grace. Hey, Grace. Alright, Coral. Evan's making sure they're not falling off. Yeah, out a little bit. Sorry, it's really hard for me to personally reach the zoom button with this absolute huge rig on my back, but Yellow making progress. They are in the second section. Purple made it all the way to the end but fell off, so they are in the last section going forward right now. So good for Purple. Let's go around so we can get past John from here. Okay, so Lonan? Yeah, Lonan, if they pass it, they will be able to go back to that section instead. So it looks like their communication is improving.
Yep, yeah, let's pass it. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, and then go left.
Sounds like all of them have like a counting pattern. 1, 2, 3 this, 1, 2, 3 that.
Left to down. Alright, let's down. 1, 2, 3, right. I agree, that's good. 1, 2, 3, down, left, up. Yep.
I will also say I don't see cubes of like anyone's pocket. Okay, I see a cube and orange pocket right up there. Oh yeah, I am a sandbag, you're right. She's in there. Oh yeah. Coco's zooming. Zooming.
Look at Lee with the block right there. She's got it right tucked in. She's rolling.
See. Yeah, Lee's got it right in that waistband. Looks like Luke has like 3 sandbags in his hand. Honestly, maybe that is the move. If they feel comfortable grabbing the sandbags now, you know, then they don't have to get anything on the way back.
Okay, so their strategy is they actually just went to one angle and then brought it back, and they're going to come back instead of trying to maneuver inside. So they chose to hop off once they collected their sandbag and then set themselves, so they have to do a straight line. That actually is a pretty smart move. Instead of trying to do what we have Yaya doing, now they're having to go back and forth and zigzag.
Oh my gosh. Coco's big brain.
That's big green. They're choosing to reset, so it's just a straight shot. That actually might.
That's incredibly smart. Good for them. Yeah, because this angle thing is really not working well for them.
Because they have to go sideways and it's making it long.
Look at Jay's shirt. Jay's putting them, rather than in their waistband, they're putting them in their shirt, and it's just blocks. That is so funny. This is a silly, goofy challenge. Oh, we can see that, looks like Ali has 1,000,000 in his waistband over there. And that, this is such a silly challenge.
Blocked and loaded.
I'm sorry we're in the one place where every volunteer is as well. I'm trying to say that. It might take all day, trust me, you're not wrong. You're actually not wrong. I believe it might have been last season, 2 seasons ago. We were in the pouring rain as well. It's luckily the rain stopped today, but we were in the rain and we were trying to get them to move it on barrels, on giant oil barrels that were so slippery wet. The challenge took probably about 5 times as long as it's supposed to.
Okay, let's go. Keep going. Keep going.
Okay.
Wait, sorry.
Coco has all their items. They just have to turn around and make their way back.
And down, right, up.
And they have to pass.
Left, up.
Everyone has to pass the final bar.
Down, right, go. Down, left, up. Hold on, we're not over yet. Yeah. Left, ready? Left, up, and down, right, up, and down, left, up, and down, right.
Well-oiled machine. They're good. They can turn around. Yellow is making some progress too, though. Their communication has gotten so much better. This challenge, I mean, it's definitely a learning curve.
Forward, down, left foot up, forward, down, hips here.
Yeah. Oh, they didn't get any of their sandbags. Well, now they are.
Alrighty. Let's start there.
It is a very, I mean, this is just a hard challenge.
Down, right, up, and down, left.
That's hilarious. I don't know, actually. I don't think John specified if you had to stay on both skis the entire time. I will say, usually we try and discourage people from attacking the challenges. You know, like, it's not the intent. But I guess if they do it, if John didn't say it, we can't really stop them, you know? Orange. But let's see, does Orange have anything left to pick up too, or have they gotten everything they need? Alright, so they have a couple sandbags to pick up on the way back. And then we have Yellow about to make it past, but Yellow again has a lot of sandbags to pick up. And also some blocks.
Hold on, pause, we're good.
Alright, Coral is not quite over the line yet, so they are trying to get past it so they can turn around.
1, 2, 3. Alright, everybody on? Are we going right? Here we go. Let's get in the order we want to throw, okay? So who's the thrower? So you go to the front. Okay, let's do the same order. Let's do it. I love it. Killer work, everybody.
Same order, yes, that way you don't mess up the flow. Honestly, look at Amelia complete her try. Shut up. She's such a team up. Love her.
Let's start with the left. Here we go.
Exactly, yeah.
Here we go.
I can't, like, that has to be such a big part of the challenge too. Like, your size compared to the rest of your tribe, her legs don't work the same way as theirs. Like, Luke R is probably a good 1.5 feet taller than her. That's Luke R, right? That's Luke R.
Shimmy. Left up.
Alright, so it looks like Yellow still has the most to pick up. It's left.
Left up.
Right. Here we go.
Right up.
1, 2.
Yeah.
You good?
So, Orange is picking up. Oh no! Orange stepped off. Devastating. Kyle fell off, I think, for Orange. Oh, yay! Coco! Alright, let's watch Mint pick up this last one, and then let's head over to Coco and watch him take the sandbags. Alright, they got their block. They gotta go. I guess you technically didn't have to pick up the sandbags. Like, you could have left them, so you don't have to pick them all up if you're feeling confident about your throwing. You have to throw on plank. So Coco did not know that. Declan went running out there, getting excited. Yeah, you don't have to pick up all your sandbags. You just had to pick up all the blocks. So now they just have less sandbags to throw. I don't know if they miss with their sandbags, if they...
Down. White foot up. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Okay, and that's your choice.
Speak up.
1, 2, 3. Okay, left, shifting left. With the left. Here we go. Shift. Ready? Down. Fantastic, guys. Right foot.
I'm hearing a lot of positive encouragement from Luke M, and I'm liking that. Seems like he's directing his tribe right now.
Okay.
Alright, I'm gonna casually come in here because Purple doesn't have to come down here anymore, so we'll get a good view. closer to everybody.
Right, up, down, 1, 2, 3 left. Right, down, 1, 2, 3 right, up, down, 1, 2, 3 left. 1, 2, 3 down, 1, 2, 3 left. Up, down.
1, 2, 3 right, up, down. 1, 2, 3 left, up, down. That's the purple song, or that's the orange song. Yeah, Taylor, get it. 1, 2, 3 left, up, down. 1, 2, 3 left, right, down. Back to your regular circle. All right. Oh, Coral is almost back. They're about to catch Coco.
So now they have to turn around.
Yeah, they're gonna. That's hard. Yikes. All right, so I guess they are allowed to leave the plank because Coco's people did just leave the plank, so they're allowed to have their feet off of it. All right, seconds go.
Skid it, skid it. Yep, I'm skidding it.
Straight, we're going straight.
Yep, that's so good.
It's all right. Good job.
We gotta go back out. Keep the sandbags, Here we go.
It's all right.
On your marks. All right.
This one's not very important. This is pretty good.
Yeah, you gotta take one set of ropes in front. Okay, everybody on. We're gonna start with the right foot.
Once the target's knocked over, getting them when they're flat on a table like that is very hard.
Ropes up.
They're lucky our spotters are being so nice.
3, 1, 2. Okay, yeah.
Oh no!
Up and down, right, up
1,
and
2,
down,
3.
left, up,
I did not realize we were going to get
up
rid of the
and
plank.
down, left, up and down, right, up and down, left, up and down, right, up, down, left, up, down, right, up, down, left, up and down, right, up and down, left, up and down, right, up and down, left, up and down.
Yeah. Their communication skills being tested. This is something where if someone is not stepping as well as you want them to, like you're getting frustrated with them already, and potentially setting the tone for the rest of the day if it shows that you're someone that gets easily frustrated and is gonna be mad at people for not listening or whatever, you know.
Up and down, right, up, down,
Orange
left,
is making
up
some
and
progress.
down, right, up and down. Stop. Just go all the way across the line.
No, great.
Alright, so passing sandbags back.
I'll switch with you. Let's do that while we're still on the
Yellow's
side.
making their way back.
Everybody on? Stop. Let's do it, baby.
Hold on a second. Okay, so
Taylor, once again, is my bodyguard. I'm rigged up like the Terminator, but I'm very fragile.
1, 2, 3 right, up, down.
Anything for Sam. And for the live stream, anything.
Let's go.
That's my girl.
Let's go, Big G.
Alright, missed
Zoning it in, baby.
from Griffin, a little too much. There we go. Good hit from Griffin.
Hell yeah, baby.
Yes, good hit
Come on,
from
here we go.
Griffin. Oh, good throw. Griffin
Right
blocked.
there.
Oh gosh, yeah, that's bad. Alright, Orange is setting their tower up. Oh, Griffin with another one. Oh,
Sandbags still on. Wait. We need sandbags.
Ropes up. We're going to start off.
oh my gosh, Griffin! That was so good. That was easy. One block left. Purple is still making their way back out. Yellow is just about to make the way in for the first time. Yep, and so it's mint. The minties. So Coco is throwing for the second time now, and you have a different thrower. KP is throwing this time. And it was not good. Just needs a little bit more on it. There we go. Oh, so close. Are these things, the way your arm is working, like, they're probably a lot heavier than I think they are, honestly. Ooh, yeah. There we go. Oh, I yelled that. Nice job, KP. Yeah, we do have some bags falling apart, but those ones are going to be, I think, tapped out. Yeah, not trying to get anybody hurt here. Yellow's making progress. Alright, let's see Orange's throws now. Yellow's almost back to the start. Get his fair bags. Yaya's getting the first shots in. We got Kyle throwing. Underhand, yeah, I've
Right up.
1, 2,
Left up.
Oh, they're tough.
Right up.
What a
Left up.
Here we go.
Right up. Left up. Right up. Left up.
down goes one for Ryan.
Right up. Left up. Right up.
Not quite.
Left up.
Here we go, guys.
You can come up and build your tower.
Ryan is close, but he's not knocking them off the table, and they do all come off the table.
One. We're starting right.
All
Here we go.
right.
1, 2, 3.
Okay, a few. Yeah, we're getting there. All right, and that's all of them, so they have to go back again. Only 1 and 2 blocks left. All right, yellow's finally made it back. Blue has also, excuse me, mint has also built their tower. Yellow's built their tower. No, it's very close. It's very, very close.
Hold on. We're taking 2 bigger strides, guys. We've got this. Here we go. Starting with the left. 1, 2.
Yeah.
1, 2.
Here we go.
1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1.
One more.
Don't look over. Right. Here we go.
Alright, very close, very close. Let's see if Coral can take it home now. They're definitely, if they can stay on the plank. Alright. Yep, let's try and get both these in the same shot here. Nope, can't. Alright, I'm gonna do this way. No, I think it zoomed out of the way. Okay. Not a super accurate throw. There we go, Leah. Good throw. Good throw. Yes!
Let's do it.
Nick is into it. Okay, everyone's standing in front of me, so I'm going to scoot over.
Yes.
So
Going for their final block.
Alright. Oh, Coral's back, Coral's back.
Here we go, baby. Stop.
Okay.
Here we go. Here we go, baby.
Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, right, up, down. 1, 2, 3, left, up, down.
So close. There goes Coral.
Let's go!
First place to Wapoon. So we are playing for second now. We're going to keep playing, I think, until 4 of the 5 tribes finish. So we have first place for Wapoon. Blue hasn't moved. Mint hasn't moved quite yet. We got yellow throwing. Luke is knocking those guys down. Oh!
Let's go, baby!
We have 3 sandbag sections. Luke is...
Good, yeah,
Oh my god, this is so exciting.
Let's go, baby!
Ooh, they have 3 of 4 sandbags left still. Oh my gosh! Luke ends with a comeback victory. KP is so... There we go, purple. Wow, back to back. That was second guitar.
amazing. I love you all.
Here's our winners of this challenge.
Yeah. Wait, we gotta all finger guns the camera. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. There we
There
go.
it is.
Hell yeah.
There it is. I appreciate the shout out. Here we go.
Left up. Sorry, right up. Right.
Oh, I was like, what camera? All right, we got Yaya and Lonan heading for their final block. All right, it looks like Yaya's back with their sandbags, so that's good. Lonan is really struggling to make it back with their skis. It seems like they lost their steam. I cannot believe that yellow come out. That was so good. Okay, all right. Ryan again is shooting for Yaya. A little bit lower, a little bit lower.
You want to try to go over them? Or we gonna...
Oh, just knock the table over, Ryan. Knock the whole table over. You can do it.
Yeah, right. Close, yeah.
All right, they're taking out Ryan. They're going for Nicole. Oh, good throw, Nicole. Oh, let's go, Nicole.
Right up.
All right, they're keeping her in. They said she's our ace in the hole. That's a softball throw if I've ever seen one. That point aim. Oh, she's on. She's hitting the right spot. A little bit too low. I think maybe she's feeling a little self-conscious about missing those, but I think she's shooting great. All right, they gotta go back. Yep. And we have. Oh, Mint must have fallen when they were doing the communication keys back. They just start over.
Right up.
That's the thing that's so hard is like you fall, you just start over. And it's just you lose all momentum. You can see on we have our little scoreboard over here. Boop, that I'll bring you guys over to in a little bit. Oh, yeah, let's give some credit to Yellow for that comeback. So good. It was very impressive. All right. So they don't realize, again, on mint, that you don't have to go past the line. You don't have to do that. You just have to pick up your sandbags. So they're losing time right there because they didn't listen to instructions in the challenge, which I will say a lot of people do. A lot. You're so anxious. You get here and you're like, I just want to go. I got to get started. I got another challenge. And then you misunderstand the rules, or you accidentally break the rules and John makes you start over and you're like, oh, I'm wasting time.
Right up first, or do we need to combine the boards?
That is awesome. I think I did know that about her. I do think someone told me that. So very cool for me. Oh, incredible. Okay. Taylor's protecting me yet again. So we're waiting for one team to finish here, either Mint or Weeyaya.
There's going to be anyone to get these last few points because you could have more blocks and you can knock more off.
Yeah, it requires more aim to get that those last couple. It looks like 2 Weeyayas are more spread out, so it's probably going to take them more bags just to hit them, whereas Mint's Lonins are all together, so they can knock them off realistically in 1 or 2 as well. They're back. They're locked in. Let's go a little closer so that I can see.
Do we want to organize the board?
Throwing.
On the board? Let's move the board over the board.
Okay, I'm going to go around Evan's head a little bit there. Get you guys a good shot of everybody. Mint is throwing, Lonen's throwing. We have a new thrower, Elise is throwing, and she said, just kidding. But honestly, they're all taking turns. Like, they're all taking a few. Let's go, Dan. Good shot. Oh, Dan's like, that is nailing that table. Maybe they're like, they don't want a hero complex on their team, I guess.
One more.
Yeah, there it is. Oh, good throw, Nick. Good throw, Nick. Alrighty, good teamwork. Good for them. Tough challenge. Every challenge is hard here. It's just like, they're hard. They're hard challenges. It's a hard day. You know, you don't want to let down your team, but so good for them for coming back. Lonin, it's a long day. You got it. We got our teams over here hanging out. About to head to the next challenge, so I'm going to flip the camera around here. Hi, hello. That is the end of our first challenge for the day. We're going to start a new stream for the new challenge. That way after the game it's a lot easier to find everything. So we will see you guys in a little bit. We got to clear the challenge field and get the next one set up. So turn on your notifications. We're only streaming on Facebook today through at least lunch because we don't have Instagram set up yet. So sorry about that, but we'll see you soon.
Bring in the masses, share it, get some people over here. It's going to be a good time.
See you later. Bye. End stream.